Good morning, everyone. In the last class, we were discussing the conversion from NDFSM to DFSM, how to convert non-deterministic finite state machine to deterministic finite state machine. So in today's class, we are going to discuss the minimization of FSM. Okay, so here language is over the alphabet A comma B, cardinality of W is even. So W must be of even length. Okay. So now this is the DFSM. So there are two accepting states. State Q naught is the initial state as well as the accepting state. So in state Q naught, you can accept epsilon, and in state Q2, you accept all those strings which are of even length. Okay. Now the behavior of state Q0 and Q2 are identical as shown below. So Q0 on A, it makes a transition to Q1. Similarly, Q0 on B makes a transition to Q1, which is similar to the transitions done by state Q2. Q2 on A also Q1, Q2 on B also Q1. So there is no difference between Q0 and Q2 with respect to the transitions on A and B. Therefore, there is no need to have two separate states Q0 and Q2, and they can be combined. Also note that two states are a must. That is one initial accepting state and one rejecting state is must. So two states are must and it cannot be further minimized. So this is what you mean by minimization. So this is what do you mean by minimization. Okay. So So when you consider this DFSM, you come to know that states Q0 and Q2 are meant for the same purpose, and there is no difference between Q0 and Q2. Okay, that is both of them are same with respect to the transitions. That's why they can be combined into one single state. So that means this DFSM can be minimized by eliminating one of the states. So there is one state which is redundant, which is not required. Okay, so this can be minimized. Okay, so that's what you mean by minimization. So unnecessary states we are going to eliminate to minimize the DFSM. Okay, now equivalence class. Let's consider what is equivalence class. So an equivalence relation has the following properties. It is reflexive, it is symmetric, it is transitive. Okay, so equivalence class example. So consider the language or the example mod 3. That is, you are going to take the remainder after dividing by 3. That is nothing but mod 3. So for mod 3 example, there are three equivalence classes. That is, remainder can be either 0 or 1 or 2. So these are three equivalence classes with respect to mod 3. So you know that 0, 3 and 6 etc. will be in one class, because when you perform mod 3 operation, all of them have 0 as their reminder. That's why 0, 3, 6, these numbers, and even we have more numbers, all of them will be in the same class. They belong to one class with respect to mod 3. 1, 4, these numbers, they belong to the same class, because when you perform mod 3 operation, both of them result in 1 as the reminder. Then 2, 5, they are in the same class, because when you perform mod 3 operation, both of them will give 2 as the reminder. Okay. So that's why for mod 3, we have three equivalence classes: 0, 1, and 2. Numbers which give 0 as the reminder are in one class. Numbers which give 1 as the reminder are in another class. Numbers which give 2 as the reminder are in a different class. Okay. So these are equivalence classes. Okay. Now, okay, we'll consider this later. First, we'll see one problem: minimization of FSMs. So write a DFSM to accept the language. Okay. So here one FSM is given, which is for this language. W over the alphabet A comma B, and length of W is given. Okay. Now we need to minimize this DFSM. So this DFSM has to be minimized now. Okay. Now let's see. Okay. So this is the given DFSM. This has to be minimized. This has to be minimized. Okay. Now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the transition table. So you know that this is nothing but the transition diagram. This is the transition diagram. I'm going to draw the transition table. So I will be drawing the transition table. Okay. Second. Okay. So now let me draw the transition table first. Okay, let me draw the transition table. So Okay, this is nothing but the transition table. Transition is represented by the symbol delta. Okay, transition is represented by the symbol delta. Okay, now there are two symbols in the alphabet, as you can see from the transition diagram. One is A and another one is, there are two symbols, one is A, another one is B. Okay, then there are three states. There are three states, that is Q0, Q1 and Q2. Okay, so you have Q0 is the one state, then you have Q1, then you have Q2. So these are the states. Now we need to write the, or we need to fill the transition table. So Q0 on A, Q0 on A, as you can see, transition is to Q1. Q0 on A, transition is to Q1. Then Q0 on B, transition is again to Q1. Okay, transition is again to Q1. Okay, then Q1 on A and B, transition is to Q2. Okay, transition is to Q2 from Q1 on both A and B. Okay, then Q2 on both A and B, transition is to Q1. Okay. Okay, so this is the transition table for the given DFSM. Okay, now we need to find the equivalence classes. So we need to find the equivalence classes. So initially, so what we need to do is we are going to put accepting states together and rejecting states together. So initially, okay, so we are going to group like this. So Q1 will be in one equivalence class. Okay, so all rejecting states are in one equivalence class and all accepting states are in another equivalence class, like this. So we are going to form the equivalence classes like this. Okay, so this is called as, the first one is always called as zero equivalence class. So first one is also called as zero equivalence class. Okay, this is zero equivalence class. Okay, now I hope all of you are following this. So initially these are the equivalence classes. So we assume that all accepting states are in one class and all rejecting states are equivalent. So there is only one rejecting state Q1 which is in one class, two accepting states are there which is in another class. Now in this class there is only one element, that's why you cannot distinguish it further. But here in this equivalence class there are two elements Q0 and Q2. So we can check whether these two accepting states can be distinguishable or not. If they are distinguishable, they must be put in two different equivalence classes. So now we need to consider the transition table. So let's see. So Q0 on A, what is the transition? Q1. Q2 on A, what is the transition? Q1. Both are same with respect to the transition on A. Q0 on A is also Q1. Q2 on A is also Q1. Next, consider on B. So Q0 on B is Q1. Similarly, Q2 on B is Q1. So there is no difference with respect to Q0 and Q2 with respect to the transition. Okay, so there is no difference between Q0 and Q2 with respect to the transition. That's why they are in the same equivalence class. So Now you know that this cannot be divided further. So since this cannot be divided anyhow because there is only one element, in this there are two elements, but those two elements are indistinguishable because of the transitions Q0 and Q2. Both of them, they have the same transition on A and B. That's why they are indistinguishable. That's why this is the final set of states. That means we have only two states. We are going to have only two states in the minimized DFSM. So in the minimized DFSM, there are only two states. One is Q1, another one is the combination of Q0 and Q2, which are accepting states. Which are accepting states. Okay. Now, so this is the initial state. The initial state is Q, not sorry. So this is not the initial state, sorry. So initial state remains the same. So initial state is the combination of Q0 and Q2. So where in which class Q0 is, that class itself is going to be the equivalence class. So that state itself is going to be the initial state. So here this state is representing Q0 comma Q2. Okay, this state is representing Q0 comma Q2. Okay. Then there is another which is Q1, which is the rejecting state. It is the rejecting state. Okay, now let's complete the transition. So you know that Q0 is the initial state. In which class it is? In this particular class. So that class or that state itself is going to be the initial state. Okay, so this is the initial state. Then let's say Q0, Q2 on A, both of them they make a transition to A. Q0, Q2 on B, both of them make a transition to which one? Q1. So in both the cases, transition is from Q0, Q2 to Q1. So which is labeled as A comma B. For both the symbols, transition is from Q0, Q2 to Q1. Both the symbols A comma B. As you can see, Q0, Q2, both of them on A and B, they make transition to Q1. Okay. Then next Q1 on A and B, it is to Q2. So Q1 on A and B is Q2. So Q2 is here in this particular state. So from Q1 to this state, you need to make the transition. Okay. So this is the initial state. Then you need to put one transition from Q1 to Q0, Q2. Like this. You need to mark this transition. This is nothing but again A comma B. So as you can see from the table, Q1 on A it is to Q2 as well as on B also to Q2. So here this is the state in which Q2 is present. That's why from Q1 to this particular state. So this is the minimized DFSM where you have only two states. In the given DFSM there were three states, but in the minimized DFSM only two states are there. This is how we are going to minimize. Okay. This is how we are going to minimize. Next, let's consider the next example. Okay. So here, find a minimal DFSM for the, I hope this example is clear to you. Any doubts in this? Yes, any doubts in this? If any doubts, please let me know. Yes, any doubts? Yes, any doubts? Okay, okay. 4 or 5 members don't have doubts. I think others, they are full of doubts. Zida. No doubt. Okay. So we'll consider the next example. Consider the next example. So one DFSM is given over the alphabet A comma B. So we need to find the minimal DFSM for this. Okay, let's see. This is the given DFSM. This is the given DFSM. So first I'm going to draw the transition table. First I'm going to draw the transition table. So okay. So I'm going to draw the transition table first. Okay. So delta, this is the table for delta. Okay, and as you can see, there are two symbols in the alphabet. That is, one is A and another one is B. One is A, another one is B. Okay. Now I'm going to label rows with the states. Okay, so there are how many states? 6 states from Q1 to Q6. There are 6 states from Q1 to Q6. So Q1, okay, so Q1, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5, Q6. Okay. So Q2, then you have Q3, Q4, Q5, Q6. Okay, so these are the states. Okay. Now let's make the entries in this table. So Q1 on A transition is to Q2, as you can see from the transition diagram. Q1 on A transition is to Q2. Q1 on B transition is to Q4. Q1 on B transition is to Q4. Q2 and Q4, A and B. Okay. Then Q2. Okay. Okay. For Chirag, no attendance. Okay. You can be a part of the class, but no attendance. Then Q2 on A is to Q3. Okay, Q2 on A, there is a transition to Q3. Then Q2 on B, there is a transition to Q6. Q2 on B, there is a transition to Q6. Okay, there is a transition to Q6. Okay, Q2 on A is Q3, Q2 on B is Q6. Next, Q3 on A is Q2. Q3 on A is Q2. Then Q3 on B is Q4. Q3 on B is Q4. Okay. Next, you have Q4. Q4 on A is Q6. Q4 on A is Q6. Then Q4 on B is Q5. Q4 on B is Q5. Then Q5 on A is Q2. Q5 on A is Q2. Q5 on A is Q2. Q5 on B is Q4. Q5 on B is Q4. Okay. Then Q6. Q6 on AB. Both are to Q6 itself. Q6 itself. Okay. Q6 on AB. Both are Q6. Okay. Now the transition table is complete. So in the transition table also you need to mark which is the initial state and which is the final state. So initial state is Q1. So you need to put one arrow for the initial state. So initial state is Q1. Then accepting states you can put a circle around them. Okay. So there are two accepting states. One is Q2 and one is Q2. Another one is Q4. So you have Q2 and Q4 are the accepting states. So like this you can indicate in the transition table. So Q1 is the initial state, Q2 and Q4 are the accepting states. Now we need to find out equivalence classes. Okay. So first, zero equivalence class. So zero equivalence class means accepting states are together, rejecting states are together. So here rejecting states are Q1, Q3, Q5, Q6. These are the rejecting states are in one class. Accepting states are Q2 and Q4. They are in another class. Okay. So like this. This is the zero equivalence class. That means initially we have only two states. One is the accepting state, another one is the rejecting state. But for every language, only two states cannot be sufficient. Okay, so our aim is to find the minimum number of states needed for a particular language. So minimum we consider to be two initially, because set of accepting states are representing one class, set of rejecting states are representing another class. Okay, now we try to partition this. Okay, so we check whether these are distinguishable or not. In one class, in the first class, there are four states Q1, Q3, Q5, Q6. If they are indistinguishable, then they continue to remain in the same class. Otherwise, they'll be partitioned. Similarly, Q2, Q4, initially they considered to be a part of the same class, but if they are distinguishable, then they are going to be part of different classes. Okay. So for that, we need to consider the transitions. First, let me consider Q2 and Q4. First, let me consider Q2 and Q4. So Q2 on A, it makes a transition to Q3. Similarly, Q4 on A makes a transition to Q6. So concentrate carefully. Okay, concentrate carefully. So Q2 on A makes a transition to Q3. Q4 on A makes a transition to Q6. As you observe, Q3 and Q6 are in the same class as of now. Right. That's why both are making the same kind of transition. Is it clear? It is not to the same state, but still, since Q3 and Q6 are in the same class, that means Q3 and Q6 are equivalent as of now. Then Q2 on B, Q6, Q4 on B also Q5. Q5, Q6 both are in the same class. That's why as of now Q2 and Q4 are indistinguishable. I hope it's clear to you. Any doubts in this? Please let me know if any doubts. Yes, Please let me know if you have any doubts. So let's consider the class with two elements Q2 and Q4. Let's try to identify whether they are distinguishable or not. So Q2 on A gives Q3, Q4 on A gives Q6. So Q3, Q6 are in the same class. Okay. Then Q2 on B gives Q6, Q4 on B gives Q5. Q6, Q5 again, they are in the same class. That means as of now, we cannot distinguish Q2 and Q4. Okay. Then we concentrate on this Q1, Q3, Q5, Q6. Let's check whether they are in the same class or different. Now, again, we are going to follow the same procedure. Q1 on A is Q2 and so Q1 on A is Q2, Q1 on B is Q4. That means Q1 is making a transition to this class on both A and B. Q3 is also making Q2, Q4. Okay. Then Q5 is also making Q2, Q4. But Q6 is making a transition to the class in which it is. So except Q6, all these Q1, Q3, Q5 are making transition to this class. As you can see, Q1, Q2, Q4, Q3, Q2, Q4, Q5, Q2, Q4. But Q6 is making transition to Q6, which is to the same class. So these three elements, first three elements are making transition to this class, but the last element is making transition to the same class in which it is. That means Q6 is distinguishable from Q1, Q3, Q5. So next, we are going to write something called as one equivalence class. Okay, we are going to write one equivalence class. I hope this is clear to you. So we are going to write one equivalence class where you have Q1, Q3, Q5 in one class like this, Q6 in another class, Q2, Q4 are in one more class. So this is one equivalence class. Again, we need to check. Now, is it possible to distinguish or not? Okay, now is it possible to distinguish or not? Okay. So now we are going to consider, let's consider Q2 and Q4. Let's consider Q2 and Q4. Okay, let's consider it later. For the time being, let me consider this once again, Q1, Q3, Q5. So Q1 on A is Q2, Q4. Q3 on A, B is Q2, Q4, then Q5. Okay, so they cannot be distinguished right now. Right. Now we'll concentrate on Q2, Q4. Now we'll concentrate on Q2 and Q4. So let's concentrate on Q2 and Q4. Now Q2 on A makes a transition to Q3. Q4 on A makes a transition to Q6. Q2 on A makes a transition to Q3. Q4 on A makes a transition to Q6. So Q3 is in one class, Q6 is in another class. That means Q2 and Q4, they are making different kind of transition. So Q2 on B, it makes a transition to Q6. Q4 on B makes a transition to Q5. So there is a difference with respect to Q2 and Q4. So Q2 on A is making transition to Q3, which is one class. Q4 on A is making transition to Q6, which is in another class. That means just consider one transition, that is enough. So Q2 and Q4 on A are making transition to Q3 and Q6, which are in two different classes. That means Q2 and Q4 can be distinguished. That means you can separate that equivalence class. Okay. Now we have Q1, Q3, Q5. Q2 is in one class, then Q4 is in another class, like this. Q4 is in another class. Now this is nothing but two equivalence class. Two equivalence class. Now Q2, Q4, Q6, they are single element equivalence class. That's why they cannot be partitioned further. Now we need to concentrate on Q1, Q3, Q5. So Q1 on A is making a transition to Q2. Q3 is also making a transition to Q2. Q5 is also making a transition to Q2. Then that means all are same with respect to A. All transitions are same. All of them are making transitions to Q2. Then Q1, Q3, Q5 with respect to B are also making transition to Q4, Q4, Q5. All are same with respect to AB. That means they cannot be partitioned further. So this is the final equivalence class. That means in the minimized DFSM there are only 4 states. We have only Q1, these 3 as one state, Q1, Q3, Q5 one state, Q6 another state, Q2, Q4 are different states. Okay, so now we can draw the minimized DFSM. So let me draw the minimized DFSM. So one initial state. Okay. So second. Okay, so one initial state. So can you tell me which is the initial state for the minimized DFSM? Can you tell me which is the initial state for the minimized DFSM? Yes, give me the answer. Which is the initial state for the minimized DFSM? Which is the initial state for the minimized DFSM? Yes, give me the answer. Which is the initial state for the minimized DFSM? Yes, make it fast. In the minimized DFSM, there are 4 states. Q1, Q3, Q5 is one state. Q6 is another state. Q2, Q4 are 2 different states. Now, out of these 4 states, which is the initial state? Tell me. Which is the initial state is the one which is containing Q1, which is nothing but Q1, Q3, Q5. So, Q1, Q3, Q5 is the initial state. So we have Q1, Q3, Q5. Okay, so this is the initial state. Okay, so we have Q1, Q3, Q5 as the initial state. Then there are 3 more states, Q2, Q6 and Q4. Now let me step by step I'll go. Okay, I'll go step by step. So Q1, Q3, Q5 on A transition is to Q2, as you can see. Q1, Q3, Q5, all of them make a transition to Q2, and on B they make a transition to Q4. That means we can write it. We can draw that particular state. Okay, so I'm going to draw Q2 and Q4. So as you can see, both Q2 and Q4 are the accepting states. So we need double circle. Okay, we need double circle. Okay, so let me mark. This is Q2 and Q4. You need double circle for both of them. Okay. Okay. So this one I'll call as Q2. This one I'll call as Q4. Okay. So one is Q4. Another one is Q2. Okay. Q2, Q4. So Q1 on A. Q1, Q3, Q5 on A is to Q2. Okay. So on A, there is a transition to Q2. On B, there is a transition to Q4. Okay. So on A, there is a transition to Q2. On B, there is a transition to Q4. Okay. Next, we will consider Q2, Q4. So Q2 on A transition is to Q3. Q2 on A transition is to Q3. Q3 means the set which contains Q3. So this is which one? Q2 on A transition is to Q3. Then Q4 on B transition is to Q5. Q4 on B transition is to Q5. Q4 on B. So just I'm going to reverse this. Q4 on B. Q4 on B transition is to Q5. Okay. Next, we need one more state, which is Q6, which is the rejecting state. So let me draw that state. Q6. Okay. Q6. So Q6. One second. Q2 on B is Q6. Similarly, Q4 on A is Q6. Okay, let me draw Q6 somewhere here. So this is Q6. So you have transition from both Q2 and Q4. So there is a transition. There is a transition from Q2 to Q4 to Q6, as well as there is a transition from Q2 to Q6. Okay, so now see the table Q2 to Q6 on B, as you can see Q2 to Q6 on B, then Q4 to Q6 on A, Q4 to Q6 on A. Okay, then from Q6 to Q6 on both A and B. From Q6 to Q6 on both A and B, like this. Second. Okay. One second. So we have transition from on both A and B, we have transition from Q6 to Q6. like this, A, comma, B. So this is the minimized DFSM corresponding to the given DFSM. So actually in the given DFSM there are 6 states, but actually only 4 states are needed because Q1, Q3 and Q5 they are same, because all of them Q1, Q3, Q5 all of them they make transition to Q2 on A. You can see from this diagram also, on A they make transition to Q2 and on B they make transition to Q4, all of them. That's why all of them are same. That's why all of them are in the same equivalence class. Okay, so that's how we minimize the DFSM. Okay, so those who have doubts, they can clarify in the next example what I'm going to consider. Okay, so now, okay, so so we'll consider few examples from the old question paper. Okay, and we'll see the theory now, or else we'll consider one more problem. Okay, so now let me call the attendance. So okay, Sushmita,
Present, sir.
Adarsh,
Present, sir.
Aishwarya,
Present, sir.
Shata,
Present, sir.
Amal,
Present, sir.
Anvit,
Present, sir.
Archana, Archana, Ashika,
Present, sir.
Ashwat, Ashwat, Atufa,
Present, sir.
Aisha,
Present, sir.
Bhakti, Bhakti, Chirag,
Present, sir.
Hariprasad, Hariprasad,
Present, sir.
Harshit, Harshit,
Sir, I said present,
Harshit,
sir.
Harshit, Harshit, Ibrahim,
Present, sir.
Kaushik,
Present,
Kaushik,
sir.
Kaushik,
Present, sir.
Qazi,
Present, sir.
Manisha,
Present, sir.
Mohit,
Present, sir.
Lavanya,
Present, sir.
Faizan, Faizan, Aik, Aik, Hisham, Hisham,
Present, sir.
Aulia,
Present, sir.
Aulia,
Present, sir.
Pooja,
Present, sir.
Pooja,
Present, sir.
Sajwal,
Present, sir.
Pranav,
Present, sir.
Prasad,
Present, sir.
Prashanti,
Present, sir.
Pratiksha,
Present, sir.
Rifa, Rifa,
Present, sir.
Rohan,
Present, sir.
Rohan,
Sir, OF present.
Rohan, Roshni,
Present, sir.
Roshni, Sahana,
Present, sir.
Sahana,
Present, sir.
Sai Niketan, Sangeet,
Present, sir.
Chafa,
Present, sir.
Sharanya, Sharanya, Chaitra,
Present, sir.
Shrestha,
Present, sir.
Sriraksha,
Present, sir.
Shweta,
Present, sir.
Siddharth,
Present, sir.
Sneha, Sneha, Surya,
Present, sir.
Saurav,
Yes, sir.
Srilal,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Vijit,
Yes, sir.
Suman,
Present, sir.
Sumant,
Present, sir.
Smith,
Yes, sir.
Shma,
Present, sir.
Smith,
Present, sir.
Smita,
Present, sir.
Harshita, Harshita, Ma,
Present, sir.
Ida,
Present, sir.
Altamash,
Present, sir.
Ambreen,
Present, sir.
Shiruddin, Tania,
Present, sir.
Rizwan, Rizwan.
Present, sir.
Sir,
Sir,
Harshit
Chirag
present.
present, sir.
Who is that?
Chirag.
Chirag. Okay, okay. No problem. At what time you joined?
Sir, 9:50, sir.
In 10:15, right? Just 15
No,
minutes over.
sir.
Eh?
Check, sir. If you want, you
Okay,
can
okay.
check, sir.
Okay, okay, no problem. Then who is that?
Or no problem, sir.
Harshit. Okay, okay. No problem.
Why, sir?
Okay. Yes, one second. Now you consider this particular problem. So minimize the following finite automata. So this problem you consider for minimization. Okay, let's try to minimize that particular problem. Okay, so take down this. This is the given problem. Okay, I hope it's visible to all. Okay, this is the given DFSM. You need to minimize it. So for minimizing, first step is to draw the transition table. So let's draw the transition table. Okay, so we have Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So we have Q0, then we have Q1, Q0, Q1, Q2, we have Q3, then we have Q4. So these are the states. Okay. Then two symbols are A and B. Okay. Two symbols are A and B. So now we need to fill this table accordingly. So Q0 on A is Q1. Q0 on A is Q1. Then Q0 on B is Q3. Q0 on B is Q3. Okay. Then Q1 on A is Q2. Q1 on A is Q2, as you can see. Then Q1 on B is Q4. Q1 on B is Q4. Okay. Then on A Q2, B Q4. Okay. Then Q2 on A is Q1. Q2 on A is Q1. Q2 on B is Q4. Okay. Q3 on A is Q2. Then Q3 on B is Q4. Okay. Then Q4 is Q4 itself on both A and B. On both A and B, it is Q4. Then here there is only one accepting state, that is Q4 is the accepting state. Then Q0 is the initial state. Okay, let's verify it once. Q0 on A Q1, Q0 on B Q3. Okay. Q1 on A Q2, on B Q4. Q2 on A Q1, B Q4. Q3 on A Q2, B Q4. Q4 on both A and B, it is Q4. So this is the transition table. Now we need to minimize it. So first step, you know already, it is nothing but the zero equivalence class. Okay, so first step is zero equivalence class. The zero equivalence class, in that you have all states, rejecting states together and accepting states together. So Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, these are together. Then Q4 is separate like this. Okay. Then now we need to try to partition. So anyhow, in this class Q4 there is only one element, that's why this cannot be partitioned. Now we concentrate on this equivalence class. Okay, so it says nothing but the zero equivalence class. So Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, we check whether they are distinguishable or not. We check whether they are distinguishable or not. So Q0 on A and B. Q0 on A, B is Q1, Q3. That is to this class itself. Transition is to this class. On A, Q1, B, Q3. Okay. Then Q1, Q2, Q4. One is in this class. One is in another class. Q2, Q1, Q4. Okay. Q3 also. Q2, Q4. Okay. That means except Q0, remaining three states are such that on A, they make a transition to the transition to this class. On B, they make transition to another class. So consider Q1, Q2, Q3. Just observe Q1, Q2, Q3 transition. On A, all of them make Q2, Q1, Q2. All of them are in this class. Q2, Q1, both are in this class. Then on B, Q4, 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 which is in another class. That means Q1, Q2, Q3 are not distinguishable right now. On A, they make transition to the same class. On B, they make a transition to another class. Q naught is different compared to Q1, Q2, Q3 because on both A and B, it is making transition to the same class. So that's why Q naught is different with respect to Q1, Q2, Q3. That means Q naught is distinguishable from Q1, Q2, Q3. That's why we are making a separate class for Q naught like this. Like this. Q1, Q2, Q3 is in one class because they cannot be distinguished right now. Okay. Now, let's consider Q1, Q2, Q3 now. So Q1, Q2, Q3, Q1, Q2, Q3, they make transition to Q2, Q1, Q2, which are in one class, Q4, 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 which are in another class. That means Q1, Q2, Q3 cannot be distinguished. Q1, Q2, Q3 cannot be distinguished. As you can see, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q1, Q2, Q3, all of them make transition to either Q1 or Q2, which are in equivalence class. So Q1 and as of now, you know that Q1 and Q2 are equal as of now. Then Q1, Q2, Q3 are making transitions to either Q1 or Q2. So Q1 and Q2 are equal. That's why there is no difference with respect to transition on A. With respect to B, there is no difference at all because all of them make transition to Q4. That means this is the final equivalence class. That means this is the final equivalence class. So that means 5 states are reduced to 3. 5 states are reduced to 3. Okay, now we can draw the DFSM. Okay, so there is one initial state which is Q naught. Okay, initial state Q naught. Then we have Q1, Q2, Q3. Then we have Q4, which is the accepting state. So we have Q4, which is the accepting state. Okay. Now let's complete this. So initial state is Q naught. Initial state is Q naught. Final state is Q4. Then this is representing Q naught, Q1, Q3. Representing Q naught, Q1, Q3. Okay. So now we need to put the transition. So Q naught on A and B. So Q naught on A is Q1, on B is Q3. Both are in the same class. That's why one transition from Q naught for both A and B. For both A and B, there is one transition like this. Both A, comma B. Okay, so let's complete this. So Q naught on AB is done. Now we need to consider Q1, Q2, Q3. So Q1, Q2, Q3 on A is to the same class, that is self loop. Okay, so on A there is a self loop. So on A there is a self loop. On B there is a transition to Q4. On B there is a transition to Q4. Q1, Q2, Q3 on B, they make a transition to Q4. Okay. And Q4 on AB is Q4 itself. Q4 on AB is Q4 itself. Q4 on AB is Q4 itself. So we need to draw another self loop. Okay. On both AB is Q4 itself, self loop. Okay, so this is the minimized DFSM. From 5 states, it is reduced to 3 states. As you can see from Q naught on A, it goes either to Q1 or Q3. So on A, no, on A it is to Q1, on B it is to Q3. Okay, so AB, so here we have both Q1 and Q3. See here, Q1, Q2, Q3 are equivalent. What is happening among Q1, Q2, Q3? So we have transitions only with respect to A. So in Q3, if you encounter A, it goes to Q2. In Q2, if you encounter A, it goes to Q1. That means Q1, Q2, Q3, they are just processing A's, which are processed by the self loop here. Okay, so this self loop can process any number of A's. Okay, so that's why they are indistinguishable. They are same. Q1, Q2, Q3 are same. Okay, so that's why they are 3 of them are combined into one state after minimizing. So is this clear? Understood this example? Any doubts in this? Yes, if any doubts, please let me know. Yes, is this example clear to you? Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. See here in question paper, one question is there. You can try to solve this, minimizing the DFSM. Okay. See here, one more is there, minimize DFSM. Minimize this one we considered just now. Okay. See here, see the question, define distinguishable and indistinguishable states, minimize the following DFSM. For DFSM, they have given the transition table itself. There is no, what is that? No diagram given. Directly they have given the table. Okay, so here, this is actually delta. 0, 1 are the symbols, and these are the states. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H are the states. So you need to minimize this. So you can try this. Just consider this particular example. Okay. Okay, let's see that particular example. This is the transition table which is given. Okay. Now, so here, but there is a problem here. They have not mentioned which is the initial state. See, that is the mistake. So here star means it is representing the final state. Star means it is representing the accepting state. But which is the initial state, that is not mentioned here. So that's why we cannot solve this problem. Otherwise, we need to consider one of them as the initial state and we need to solve. Otherwise, actually, this problem cannot be solved because they have not mentioned which is the. So problem can be solved, but still you don't know which is the initial state. Okay, is it given? One second. Let's see the question. So it is not mentioned which is the initial state. So star means it is representing the final state. That means T is the final state, but which is the initial state, that is not mentioned. Okay, that is not mentioned. Okay, let's consider some other problem. Okay, so see here, define indistinguishable and distinguishable states. This definition we'll see later. Then you have to minimize. The table is given, but there is a mistake. They have not mentioned which is the initial state. Okay. Or else we can minimize without knowing initial state. Let's do it. Let's do this. Okay, let's try this one itself. So 1 second. So first let's see which is the equivalent class. So 0 equivalence class. 0 equivalence class. So initially, all rejecting states are together, accepting states are together. So A comma B comma C comma D comma F comma G comma H. And these are together. Then B is a separate state, separate class, because it is the accepting state. So initially we have like this. So initially we have like this. Okay. A, B, C, E, F, G, H. Then D is a separate class. Then next, let's see the transition. So A on 0 and 1, DA, both are in the same class. B, AC, both are in the same class. C, DB, D is in one class, B is in one class. So 1 second. Next, E, DF. Okay. Then FGE. See here, GE, both are in the same class. H is GD. Okay, now we can partition. See, A is BA. BA, both are in the same class here. B, AC, both are in the same class. Then F, G, both are in the same class. That means A, B, and F are indistinguishable. That means they'll continue to remain in one state. So like this. Now, one equivalence class we have A, B, F. So you'll understand A, B, F are in one class. Then G is also in the same class. FG is in the same class. So G is here. This is appearing with this G. Then C, E, H are in another class. Let's check C, D, B. C, D is in one class. D is in one class. Then E, D, F. D is in one class. F is in one class. Then H, G, D. G is in one class. D is in another class. Okay. So let's partition like this for the time being. Okay. So for A, you have BA, both are in the same class. BAC, AC both are in the same class. Then FG both are in the same class. Then GFG both are in the same class. Then for others, which are the CEH, just see C, DB, D is in one class, then B is in one class. E, DF, D is in one class, F is in another class. Then H, GD, G is in one class, D is in another class. For the time being, we'll keep like this. Okay, for the time being, we'll keep like this. Then consider the next equivalence class. Okay. So first, we'll try to just check whether this can be partitioned further. A, B, F, G. A, B, F, G. So A, B, A, B, A, C, F, G, E, G, F, G. See here now. For A, we have B, A. Both B and A are in the same class. Then for G, F, G both are in the same class. That means A and G cannot be distinguished. A also making transition to this class, G also making transition to this class. Now B, A, C, one is in this class, one is in another class. F, G, similar to C it is. F and C are similar. See, F and C, what transition do they make? One is D, one is B. Here G and E. So D and G, one second, what is it? So I'm considering B and F. So B, A, C, A is here, C is here, F, G, similarly, G is here, E is here. So which and all B and F are similar, A and G are similar. That means we can partition it further like this. So it is the two equivalence class. We have AG and we have B, F. B, F. Okay, like this. Now just try whether AG can be partitioned further. A is B and A. So B here, A here. G is F and G. Same. Okay, so A and G cannot be partitioned right now. Now consider B and F. So B is AC. F is GE again. Right, there is, you cannot partition. As of now, B and F are in the same class. Next, CEH. Can you partition CEH? Are you following this? Any doubts till here? Any doubts till here? Any doubts till here? Next, we have CEH. Let's see C, E, and H. So C, it is DB. D is here, B is here. D and B. E, D and F similar to C, D and F. H, G and D. G and D. So H is different with respect to C and E. So we can partition this further. Okay, so C, E are in one class, H is in a separate class, like this. Okay, H is in a separate class. Now again, consider AG. A is BA, G is FG. Okay, then B and F, AC, F is GE. Okay, then is it possible to partition C and D? C is D, B, E is D, F. Again, same class. Okay, so this is the final equivalence class. Is this clear? Any doubts in this? If any doubts, please let me know. Any doubts? Please let me know. So if you want, I can explain once again. If you want, I can explain once again. See here, actually initial state is not there, but still they have given one table. So for the minimized DFSM, a similar table can be given like this. Initial state is not there, that's okay. But still this problem can be solved. Okay, so like that, be solved. Okay, so just because there's no initial state, that doesn't mean this cannot be solved. We have solved it. Okay, so you can represent solution in another table. So for representing table, anyhow they have not given initial table, initial state, so you also write down the table for the minimized DFSM without mentioning which is the initial state. That's it. Okay, yes, is it clear or any doubts you have? Is it clear or any doubts? Yes, respond. Do you have any doubts? Please respond. Yes, Chirag, do you have any doubts? Yes, Chirag,
No, sir.
you're there?
No, no. Yes, sir. I'm there.
Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, okay. Yes, Srijit, any doubts? Srijit, Srijit, are you there? Shall I mark you as absent? Srijit, Srijit, okay, I'll mark you as absent. Zida, any doubts? Zida?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Yes. Suman. Suman, any doubts? Suman,
No, sir. No, sir.
understood?
Yes, understood.
Okay. So Srijit is absent in the class. Okay, present but absent. Okay. Yes. Yes, Ashwin Kumar. Are you there? Ashwin Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
When from today you are joining? Yes, Ashwin. Huh?
Yes, sir. I joined
You
2 days ago.
speak loudly, man. I can't hear you. Speak loudly.
Yes, sir. I joined
Huh?
2 days
Yes.
itself, sir. You
What?
can use. I joined 2 days itself, sir. 2 days once I joined.
Huh? Yes. Repeat. Ashwin.
Yes,
Ashwin
sir. You can
Kumar.
use.
Ashwin Kumar.
Yes, sir. Ashwin Suvarnami.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm asking why you are this much delay in joining.
I had a chance, sir.
Exams.
Yes, sir.
Till when? Till yesterday?
Till
Huh?
Friday, sir.
Huh?
In Friday, I had exam. Friday.
Okay, okay. You are there in college?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Concentrate. So let me explain this example once again. Okay. See, initially in the given table, we are going to have two equivalence classes. One with the accepting state, another with the rejecting states. So here all these are rejecting states, one is accepting state. Next, we are going to we try to partition. So consider the first equivalence class A, B, C, E, F, G, H. So A, it makes a transition to B and A. B and A are in the same class. B also makes to the same class. A, C, both are in the same class. Then if you consider F and G, F is GE, which is in the same class. H is GD, not H. What is it? F and G. G is FG. FG is also in same class. That's why A, B, F, G are put in one class. Then CEH, if you consider CEH, their transition is different compared to ABH, ABFG. So these four, they make transition to this class itself on both 0 and 1. But CEH, consider C, it makes a transition to D on 0, B on 1. One transition here, one transition here. That's why C is different from ABFG. Similarly, E, DF, one is here, one is here. So E is also different. Then H, GD, one is here, one is here. See, H is actually is different with respect to C. Even H can be partitioned. Here itself you could have partitioned, but still you have kept in the same class. Later it will be partitioned anyhow. Okay. If you miss it to partition, later it will be partitioned because C and E, their transition on 0 is here, 1 is here, but H on 0 it is here, 1 it is here. That's why H is different. At the end it gets partitioned. Here also you can write it separately, no problem. Then now consider A, B, F, G. A and G, B, A, F, G. B, A, F, G, both are in the same class. That's why A, G is kept in one class. You consider B and F. B is AC, A here, C here. F is G, G here, E here. That's why B and F are put in another class. Then next at the end, even C, E and H get partitioned. This cannot be partitioned further. That's why this is the final set of states. Is it possible to partition AG, A, B, A, G, F, G? So B, A here, F, G, same. Then B and F, A, C, A here, C here, F, G, E, G here, E here, same class. C, E, D, B, C, D, B, E is D, F, again same class. H and D, anyhow, they are single elements, they cannot be partitioned. So now using this, you can write the transition table. So A, G, B, F, C, E, H and D, 5 states are going to be there. Actually, how many were there? 3, 3, 6 to 8 states were there. They are reduced to 5. So AG on 0, what is the transition? AG on 0, transition is B, comma F, AG. Then AG on 1, what is the transition? What is the transition? It is transition to itself, A, comma G. Then B, comma F, B, comma F, transition is to AG on 0. Then on 1, it is to C, comma E. Then C, comma E on 0, transition to D, as you can see, transition to D. On 1, transition to B, comma F. Then H on 0, transition to A, comma G, A, comma G. On 1, transition to D. D on 0, transition to D itself. On 1, transition to A, comma G. Okay, so this is the complete transition table. Okay. Yes, Srijit, very slow in responding. A network problem maybe. Can't say.
Sir, network
Very,
issue,
very
sir.
network issue many people are facing. I don't understand. During attendance time only, why that network issue appears? That is a $1 million question. this one is solved anyhow. Then we'll consider one more. Okay. So after considering that, I think we can stop. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's consider this particular thing, this example. Okay, so this is the given NDFSM. Okay, A, B, C, D. Is it similar to the previous one? No, right? There D was the final state. Here C is the final state. Okay, so let's one second. Okay. Okay. So here we have A, B, C, D, E, then F, G, H. Many states are there. We have E, F, G, and H. C, D, E, F, G, and H. Okay. Next. So symbols are 0 and 1. 0 and 1. So A on 0 is B. A on 1 is F from the table, from the diagram. 0B, 1F. B on 0G and 1C. Okay. C on 0 is A. On 1 is H. Then D on 0 is C. On 1 it is G. E on 1 E on 0 is H. E on 1 is F. Okay. Okay. Let's see. E is H and F. Then F. F on 0 is C. 0 is C. F on 1 is G. G on 0 is G. G on 1 is E. Then H on 0 is G. H on 1 is C. So you need to be very careful while writing this. Then C is the accepting state like this. S. Let's verify once. A on 0B, 1F. B on 0G, 1C. C on 0 A 1. See, C on 1 is C itself. That is a mistake. C on 0 is A, C on 1 is self loop. Yes. D on 0 is C, D on 1 is G. E on 0 is E on 0 is H, E on 1 is F. Yes. F on 0 is C, 1 is G. Yes. G on 0 is G, 1 is E. H on 0 is G, 1 is CS. This is the right transition table. Okay. So after completing this, I'll stop. Now we need to minimize this. Okay. So first, the zero equivalence class. So we have A, B, C, A, B, second, A, comma, B, comma, C, comma. Then we have C is not there. A, B, D, E, F, G, H are in one class. Then C is in another class. Okay, we have C another class like this. This is the initial equivalence class. C accepting state is a separate class. A, B, D, E, F, G, H, C. Okay, zero equivalence class. Then let's try to partition. Okay, let's see whether we can separate. A, B and F both are in same class. Okay, then E, H, F both are in same class. G, E both are in same class. Okay, so let's write it. So which are in the same class, we'll put it in together. So A, one second. So A, it is B, F both are in same class. B is G, C, C is in separate class. D again C, G separate. E is H, F. E, H, F both are in same class. That means A, E are in same class. HF. Okay, then F, C, G. C is in separate class. G, GE both are in same class. That's why G is together. Then H again GC. C is in a separate class. So let's put them in separate classes. Remaining, which are they? So AEG, their transition is to this class itself on both 0 and 1. But others, they make transition to some other class also. That's why we are separating them from AEG. AEG are equivalent as of now. Then remaining, which are they? Which are the B, B, F, H. These are in separate class. B, you see, GC. D is in one class, C is in another class. D, CG again. Then F, CG again. Then H, GC, C. So again, as you can see, we can partition this, but we'll consider it later. Okay. So this is one equivalence class. So next what we have, AEG. Let's try whether AEG can be partitioned. So A, what is it? B and F both are here. B and F both are here. E, H and F both are here. G and E both are here. That means G can be separated from A and E. G can be separated from A and E. As of now, we can separate G from A and E. So G is a separate class now. So this is 0. 1 second. What is this? So this is nothing but two equivalence class. Okay, AEG. Okay. Now let's try whether AE can be partitioned as of now. AE, B and F both are here. E, H and F both are here. So as of now, we cannot partition AE. G, any of single element. G, C single element. Now we concentrate on BDFH. So BDFH. B is GC, G here, C here. Then H is also GC, G here, C here. But consider DF, CG, CG. So B and H are together, D and F are together. So that's why we are going to make one more equivalence class, which is 3 equivalence class, which is nothing but B and G are together, D and F as you can see, they are same. So D and F are together, D, comma, F. Now after this you try to partition AE. Is it possible? AE. A, B, comma, F. B is here, F is here. E, H, comma, F. H is here, F is here. So A on 0 this class, on 1 this class. Similarly, E on 0 this class, 1 this class. That's why AE cannot be partitioned. G cannot be partitioned. BH, GC, GC. They cannot be partitioned. DF, CG, CG. They cannot be partitioned. C anyhow single element. That's why this is the final DFSM. So 8 states are reduced to 5 states. So now you can draw the DFSM easily. Is it clear? Any doubts in this? Yes, if any doubts, please let me know. Yes, understood everything? Yes, please give response. I'm going to end the class. Otherwise, I'll keep on doing. Yes, understood, right? So today we discussed more about minimization. So today our discussion was more about the minimization problems. Okay, so let's see. So in the next class, I'll be dealing with all these theory elements. Okay, so then we have, so in next class, I'm going to finish this particular module. So in one more class, I'll be finishing this module. Okay. So I hope most of you have understood. Okay, so with that, I'm going to end this session. Thank you. Russell, are you there? Russell?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. I also joined today.
You also joined today. I came to know. Then what was the problem in last week and before that?
I have exams.
Exams. Okay. Okay, man. Okay, I'll add your name in the attendance list now.
Thank you, sir.
Sir.
Okay, Ashwin, you also.
Yes, sir.
Chirag, sir.
Okay. Yes, who is that?
Chirag.
Okay. No problem. You can leave now.